Hello, my name is Achim Amann from Black Label Properties here in Berlin, Germany. Today our topic is the price bubble. Do we have a price bubble in Germany in the property market? Especially since we have the corona pandemic, many of our clients are contacting us, hey, the prices will go down, or is there a bubble? So first of all, I would like to say that the prices aren't going down. I'm sure you have read that already. And we do not have a price bubble. Why is that the case? We have 4 criteria when you have a price bubble. One criteria is supply demand. You can trust in the Berlin regulations that there's not enough supply because people simply don't have the motivation to build. It's very difficult to get a plot of land. It's very expensive. And also the amount of affordable housing that you need to build is so high, so the demand is so high that we don't have enough supply for that. I don't think that's going to change in the next 5 to 10 years. So supply demand is on your side. Second point is the interest rate, and this is a big one. So we have very low interest rate in the moment, and many people think, oh well, if the interest rate goes up from 1% to 5% to 4%, then of course there will be less buyers out there, and if so, they can afford the same pricing they could afford today because interest rate is so much higher. Just to let you know, we are having the corona pandemic just now, and I don't think that the interest rate will go up. And if interest rate goes up, you can negotiate a contract with the German lenders that you have a 10-year fixed mortgage rate, 15, 20 years fixed mortgage rate, and then you can still sell the property. The likelihood that the interest rates will go up in the next, I would say, decade, having now the corona pandemic, is very, very low. If it goes up, it will be minor increases. Again, that's a risk you need to be aware of. However, there are no signs of any price bubble so far. The next one is we have not enough migration to Germany, or we have people leaving the country. Again, very unlikely in Germany. People are actually still coming to Germany, even though we have the corona pandemic, we have the lockdowns. It means that people still stay in Germany. They don't really leave the country. We, in addition, have people who want to come to Germany, especially expats who lived somewhere else and now coming back to Germany. The fourth risk is the tenancy risk. So that's actually the tenants decide, oh, well, I prefer to rent a property rather than to buy. So there are not enough buyers there in total. Again, very unlikely because buying is cheaper than renting, and I think it will be cheaper for a long period of time because there are not enough apartments you can rent for a cheap price. The only apartments you can rent here at the moment are expensive apartments on the open market. All the other apartments are not for rental because the tenants simply don't leave. So if you want to stay here in Germany in a big city, you actually have to buy if you want to get a good price for your property. So if you go back on the fourth indicators for having a price bubble, none of them is giving you any indications of having a price bubble. So another maybe just example, in the year 1995, the average price was around 2,000 Deutsche Mark, which is approximately around 1,000 euros. So if you just give a rough estimate, it's around 6% interest in 1995. So we had around 60 euros per year on interest for 1 square meter. Today we have the average price is around 6,000 euros here in Berlin. We have 1% interest. Again, we have the 60 euros per year. Again, this is a very rough figure that the square meter will cost you. So again, the purchase power of people is quite similar when it comes to properties. And of course, the salary went up between 1995 and the year 2021. So again, I think prices are still on the rise, and they will continue to rise.